Shabbat Shalom. So when they come in from the foyer, we will have our minyan, and that will be good. I thank you for joining us on this Thanksgiving weekend Shabbat. I hope everyone had a wonderful Thanksgiving and found many opportunities to share your gratitude with those around you. I'm certainly grateful for the people I spent my Thanksgiving with, and I hope you are as well. And I am very grateful that you are here tonight to pray with us and to welcome in Shabbat. This is our fifth Friday, so we'll be doing a little bit of meditation. But we're going to start with just taking in a nice, deep breath. So everybody's going to take in a breath through your nose and out through the mouth. The next breath is going to be all the calm you needed 2 days ago as you started your Thanksgiving food prep. Nice breath in. And we're going to let all that stress out. And one more breath for gratitude. And we'll begin with the nigun. The nigun is Yom Zeh LeYisrael, Ora V'Simcha, Shabbat Menucha. So we're saying that today is a day for Israel, a day of joy, and a day of rest. So after all of the rushing, and maybe some of you were out at the stores early, now is the moment that we can find a calm joy and some rest. So we're going to start with a nigun on this prayer. Lai, 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 lai. Let's try that together. Lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. And I think this is too high for them to join me. Maybe down a little so they can join me. That's better. You can join me now. Start at the beginning. Lai, 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 lai. Let's try that again. Lai, 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 lai. Second part. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Let's try that together. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. Third part. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, lai, lai. Lai, 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 lai. Lai, lai, lai. Beginning. Lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Yai, lai, 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 lai. Lai, 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 lai. We continue with the candles and kiddush, which can be found on page 120. Please join me. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu להדליק נר של Shabbat. And we continue with the Kiddush on page 123. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'razavanu b'shabbat chodsho be'ava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit ki hu yom tehila lemikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'achata ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat kodsheka be'ava uvratzon hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mikodesh Shabbat. Amen. L'chaim. And we continue on page 138, welcoming the Sabbath bride. Page 138. Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. Shamar v'zachor b'dibur echad, Ishmi'anu el hamiuchad, Adonai echad u'shemo echad, L'shem u'tiferet v'lit tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nelcha, Ki mekor ha'beracha, Merosh mikadem nasucha, Sof maseh b'makshavat tchila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela, Lecha dodi likrat kala, P'nei Shabbat nikabela. As we go to the bottom of page 139 in the blue numbers, I invite you to rise and face the back to welcome our Sabbath bride. Boi v'shalom ateret bala, Gam besimcha uvsola, Toch emunei am segula. Boi kala, Lecha B'nei Shabbat nikabela. And we pause now for a moment, as is our custom, for everyone to say a Shabbat Shalom. I encourage you to find somebody you don't know and perhaps share something for which you are grateful. And if you are joining us through the blessing of technology, then I invite you to say Shabbat Shalom. Let us know where you are. Thank you. And I'm sure we'll continue with many of our conversations at the Oneg tonight. And I look forward to reading the comments that are posted. We continue with Baruch, found on page 146, page 146. Ya na 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 na, ya 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 na 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 na. Baruch Adonai Amivorach Leolam Vod. Baruch Adonai Amorach Leolam Vaed. Yananai nananai nai nai. Yananai nananai nai nai. Yananai nai 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 nai. Yananai nananai nai nai. Please be seated. So rather than doing multiple meditations or a sermon, I wanted to do one meditation to prepare us for our prayer. And this is a meditation that was written by Eliezer Yisrael, and it's going to focus on Shema. So it's going to allow us to maybe find a new depth to our Shema and catch our breath after the busy week many of us have had. So I encourage you to find a position that is comfortable for you. Maybe not be touching someone else, just have your own space. Close your eyes if you are comfortable doing so, and begin to breathe slowly and deeply. And if my voice gets too soft, just give me a wave. Using the air you breathe to fill your body, breathe in divine life and light. And use the air you exhale to remove negative emotions from your body. Continue breathing this way for our meditation. You are now in the presence of the Spirit. Place your hand over your eyes if you wish. We are here. Listen with your mind. Listen with your soul. Hear so that it enters your existence and changes your life. Experience these words. Infinite light is one. One, a perfect singularity that is all, contains all, with nothing else in independent existence. The only true existence, the cause, method and effect, all in one. You are now in the presence of the Spirit. The source of all existence is one. Take a deep breath in. Meditate on your mind. Let it fill your entire frame of existence. Allow your mind to become everything you are. Your mind is a part of your soul, a spiritual existence that is directly connected to the infinite source. The more you let this eternal light into your mind, the more you become one with the one that unites us all. Allow your mind to flow into and become one with its source and connect to it. Welcome it in and recognize it as the source of your life. When you declare the eternal Creator as one, you also declare it to be one with you, with your mind, your life, and your world. You declare this unity to be what causes everything to exist, that controls all and unifies all. Allow your ego to fade into the background of your consciousness as you continue to meditate on this oneness, this all-encompassing unity. It is to lose one's mind in the eternal mind, to attach oneself to it, that constitutes one of the greatest pleasures life has to offer. This pleasure can be yours every day as you recite the Shema. Open your mind to this infinite mind. Let it in completely and allow it to fill every last aspect of your life with the divine light. Become one with the one infinite source. Open your mind to this infinite mind. Open your mind to the infinite source. Take in another deep breath and slowly bring your mind back to the present as you exhale. I encourage you to continue breathing this way until you have fully returned, and I thank you for joining me in this meditation today. We're going to continue our meditation by chanting the Shema, one word per breath. Nice breath in. Shema. We continue on page 154, chanting Ve'ahavta. Page 154. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'kol levavecha uv'kol nafshecha uv'kol me'odecha ve'hayu advarim ha'ele Asher Elokim esavecha, hayom alevavecha, veshinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam, beshivtecha bevetecha uvlektecha v'derech, ushokbecha uchumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, והיו לי תותפות בעיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. We continue reading together on page 157. Page 157, we read together. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe that what we were taught before we ever stood at Sinai's foot, that wherever we go, it is eternally Egypt, that there is a better place, a promised land, that the winding way to that promise passes through the wilderness, that there is no way to get from here to there except joining hands and marching together. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש, תהילות עושה פלא, נורא תהילות עושה פלא. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נהדר בקודש. We continue reading together on page 161. In the middle of the page. Give us a place to rest, Adonai our God. Bring us into shelter in the soft, long evening shadow of your truth. For with you are true protections and safety, and in your presence are acceptance and gentle love. Watch over us as we go forth. Prepare for us as we return. Spread over us your shelter of peace, over all we love, over our Jerusalem and yours. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim. We turn to page 164 and rise for tefillah, page 164. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi tehillatcha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, ve'Elohei Leah. Ha'el וזוכר חסדי אבות ואמהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מקיים כל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מקלקל חיים בחסד, מחיה הכל ברחמים רבים, צומק נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומדומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה לחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני, מקיים הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש. Please be seated. We turn now to page 178, page 178, for the singing of Shalom Rav, our prayer for peace. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha, tasim leolam. Ki otahu melech Aron, lekol hashalom. Ki otahu melech Aron, lekol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha, tasim leolam. Shalom Rav al Israel amcha, tasim leolam. V'tov b'necha livarech et amcha Yisrael, בכל עת ובכל שעה, בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך, תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם, תשים לעולם. We pause now for a moment of personal or private meditation or reflection, and we'll resume on page 180, page 180. May the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in your sight, O God, my rock and my redeemer, my rock and my redeemer, may they be acceptable in your sight, O God. And as it is a time to be grateful, I have a song of gratitude for you instead of a sermon, although I do have a good half-hour-long sermon in my pocket I can pull out if you'd rather. No? Okay. So a song. And this was written for by Naomi Less. And when she wrote this, she wrote it as a Modeh Ani. But if you ever want to see something absolutely heartwarming as a thank you, you can go to YouTube and look up Thank You, Naomi Less, and she is singing it to her mother. And it is a beautiful text of gratitude for those who raised us, for those who grew up with us, for those that we have known at any stage, whether it be a passing person on the street who gave you a smile, or a person who's been there with you through everything. So it's a moment to kind of sit back and reflect maybe on any of these words that touch you and help you remember someone you can be thankful for. For the way that I breathe, for the loves in my life, for the wind in my sails, for the strength for my strife, for the lessons I still need, the ones I have learned, for the gift of respect and the faith I have learned. Modeh Ani lefanecha, I give my thanks to you. Shehechazarta, Shehechazarta bi nishmati. You're bringing back my soul. For the mornings that bring sweet escape from the night, from the phone call from family at first morning light, for a meeting by chance and for plans with my friend, for a smile, a good hug, for holding my hand. Modeh Ani lefanecha, I give my thanks to you. Shehechazarta, Shehechazarta bi nishmati. You're bringing back my soul. Oh, 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 oh. For our inside jokes that last all these years, for the riotous laughter which brings me to tears, for delays on the train, for a random path home, for a smile from a stranger when I feel so alone. Modeh Ani lefanecha, I give my thanks to you. Shehechazarta, Shehechazarta bi nishmati. You're bringing back my soul. Oh, oh, oh. So with gratitude in our hearts, we pause to think of those who need us, for those who need prayers of healing. So as we turn to page 371, we think about those who are ill in mind, body, or spirit, but we also bear in mind those who care for them and those who might need our prayers to help sustain them so that they can continue on caring for those we love. If you're joining us through the blessing of technology, I invite you to please share any names you have in the chat or comments. We keep in mind the names of Anita Fuller, Jill Cullen, David Ebb, Elaine Stein, Ethan Cheskis, Cindy Rosenberg, Moshe Ben Chenon Vishoshana, Iris Nadel, Mary Lou Salvador, Natalie Polios, Harry Kushner, Barbara Savage, Chris Cheney, Alice Oppenheimer, Stuart Edinger, Philip Lutz, Jerry Dreskin, Yochanan Ben Yehudit, Meryl Green, Joe Wright, Libby Barsky, Carol Levine, Judy Winogron, Bob Epifano, Malcolm Fletcher, Ellen Bertuglia, Mindy Fisher, Harry Greenberg, Nick Baud, Deb Nielsen, Moshe Ben Elizabeth Theodore, Jennifer Ness, Harriet Eisner, Carla Teich, Chaim Ben David, Hugh Morton, Art Bond, Roberta Levine, Jordan Steinberg, Jeff Schaefer, Michael Infanti, Gary Garnick, Rick Ulrich, Ileana Cohn. And if anyone knows of anyone who is on this list and has healed, please give us the joy of letting us know so we can celebrate that healing with you. As my glance meets your own, please share a name for whom you are praying for healing. And with one voice again on page 371 in the middle, we join together in our prayer for healing, Mishaberach. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor Abracha Limutenu. May the source of strength who blessed the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor abracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We continue together with a Lenu found on page 586, page 586. And as we turn to that page, we rise. עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לבני מלך, מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר, והי אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיו אדוני אחד, ושמעו, ושמעו, ושמעו אחד. Please be seated. We think of our loved ones whom death has recently taken from us, those who've died at this season, in years past, and those whom we have drawn into our hearts with our own. We mark the recent passing of Renee Rosenberg, sister-in-law of Mark and Deborah Rosenberg. Mark Ermenio Lara, father of Max Lara and Chase Schoenberg. Bruce Holmes, stepfather of James and Sharon Brophy, grandfather of Xavier and Gabriella. Shirley Sralovitz, founding member of ADITH, wife of the late Harry Sralovitz. Mother of Bonnie, David, Harry, and Stephen. We also mark the yahrzeits of Stephen Mark Fireman, Thelma Godfrey, Frances Hanowitz, Alice Isabel Jaffe, Jane Candle, James William Kennedy, Abraham Joseph Levine, Rose Marcus, Evelyn Natkin, Bernice May Pernatin, Dr. Morris Rudolph, Flora Bell Sattinger, and Jacob Schlesinger. And if you're joining us through the blessing of technology, I invite you to share names with anyone for whom you are mourning, and I invite the congregation to rise and share the name of someone you have in your heart as my glance meets your own. Then as one congregation, we rise on page 598, page 598. We join together in reciting the mourner's Kaddish. Yit gadal v'yit gadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chaye echon uv'yom echon, uv'chaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv ve'imru, Amen. Yehi Shmei Rabba Mevarach Le'alam U'Lalmei Almaya Yitbarach V'Yishtabach V'Yitva'ar V'Yitromam V'Yitnaseh V'Yitadar V'Yitalev V'Yitalal Shmei D'Kudesha Barich Hu Le'ela Min Kol Birchata V'Shirata Tush Bechata V'Nechemata Da'amiran Be'alma Ve'imru Amen. Yehi Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael ve'imru Amen. Zichronam livracha, may their names always be for a blessing, and together we say, Amen. At this moment, I would like to call up Doug Richter for our announcements today.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
Shabbat Shalom.
Thank you all for coming out on this cold night after Thanksgiving, and thank you for joining us online. Thank you to Cantor Sandy for leading us in this nice, relaxing, calming service tonight, and for Adelaide for your musical accompaniment. It's a fairly quiet weekend. We have our usual Torah Talk and Bagels tomorrow morning at 8:45, followed by a Simply Shabbat service at 10 o'clock. Sunday, there is no religious school. The only thing really coming up on the calendar in the near future, I think, is the Lois Levine Arts Weekend on December 13th and 14th, and you can find details on that in the emails. Also, Larry Marcus wanted me to let you all know that he is offering a basic Hebrew class, and it's free. It is starting in January. There are 6 Monday nights involved. You can contact Larry or the office before December 23rd to get enrolled. And I think that's all I've got for tonight. Join us in the social hall for Oneg. Shabbat Shalom.
And just a quick moment to wish Rabbi and her family well. They're spending Thanksgiving weekend together, so we wish them a happy weekend. Our closing song tonight is going to be Ufros Aleinu, which can be found on page 664. The translation of which means, spread over us the shelter of your peace, a wonderful thought for the world today. And I pray you all keep the peace inside of you as you leave. Ufros aleinu sukat, shlomecha. Ufros aleinu. Ufros aleinu. Sukat. Sukat. Shlomecha. Ya-lai, la-lai, ya-lai, la-lai, ya-lai, la-lai, la-lai, ya-lai, la-lai, ya-lai, la-lai, ya-lai, la-lai, la-lai, la-lai. And as we come to the conclusion of our service, we will have our motzi, but since I can't eat the challah, I maybe need help from someone who might enjoy eating a little challah. Could someone come up and eat the challah for me, maybe? No? Okay, he says no. I have faith you will all eat challah in the oneg, right? So the blessing's complete. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz, atei avon, and Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom.